Alan Barnes was the first victim of serial killer Bevan Spencer von Einem. Alan was abducted on Sunday afternoon, June the 17th, 1979, from a location somewhere along Grand Junction Road in Mansfield Park. His body was found 1 week later, on Sunday, June the 24th, 1979. His body had been thrown off the South Para Reservoir bridge. So today we're going to explore locations associated with Alan's murder, sort of retrace his last 2 days where he stayed the night before his abduction, the approximate location of his abduction, and we'll also visit the South Para Reservoir. So this is the final locations of Alan Barnes. We're at Hoyle Court in Salisbury. This is where Alan Barnes lived. Just get a look at his former home. I believe it's number 9 Hoyle Court here in Salisbury. That is the former home of Alan Barnes. Alan left here I think on Saturday, June 16th, 1979. And he spent the Saturday night at a place in Torrens Road, Cheltenham, with a friend of his called Darko Castellan. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that name right, but that's where he left on Saturday, June 16th, 1979. And this is his former home, 9 Hoyle Court, Salisbury. This is Hoyle Court. So this is Alan Barnes's former home. We're on Torrens Road, Cheltenham, and this house here is number 677, Torrens Road, Cheltenham. This is the home Alan Barnes stayed in overnight on Saturday, June 16th, 1979. This was the home of his friend Darko Castellan. Alan spent the night here, and the next morning, or next afternoon I think it was, Sunday, June 17th, 1979, Alan and his friend Darko, and I think Darko's brother, drove Alan and his friend to Grand Junction Road, where they would attempt to hitchhike. So this was the home Alan spent his last night in. Now I think what happened was, down Torrens Road here to the east is Addison Road. And Addison Road, I think they drove down Addison Road. And Addison Road leads to Grand Junction Road. And it was there that Alan and Darko were dropped off. So this is Torrens Road in Cheltenham. And this is number 677, Torrens Road, Cheltenham, where Alan Barnes spent his final night and would have left here on Sunday, June 17th, 1979. I'm going to try and cross over and get a closer look. It's a busy road here, so bear with me. Just get a quick closer look. 677. This is the corner of Grand Junction Road and Addison Road. So Alan Barnes, his mate Darko, and I think Darko's brother drove them from Torrens Road down to Addison Road and here to the corner of Grand Junction, and somewhere along here Alan Barnes and his mate Darko were dropped off. Exact location obviously not 100% sure, but which means that Alan would have started walking down Grand Junction Road to the east. Down this way. Now at some point Alan and Darko separated. They went their separate ways. So Alan must have walked this way down Grand Junction Road towards Main North Road. Now we believe he was picked up around the Mansfield Park area, near the Mansfield Park Hotel, which is some distance further east down here. So Alan would have walked a fair distance along Grand Junction Road. I guess he was attempting to hitchhike and he kept walking. So we're going to go to the next location, which is some distance further east down here. That's around the Mansfield Park Hotel area, where is the approximate location Alan was picked up and abducted. So we're on the corner of Grand Junction Road and Production Road. Production Road is a little side street that runs off to the left here. That is the Mansfield Park Hotel. Now it's in this general location where it is believed Alan Barnes was picked up hitchhiking by Von Einem and possibly others. But somewhere along here Alan was hitchhiking and was picked up. So the exact location, of course, is unknown, but it must have been around here somewhere. They say around Production Road, and this is Production Road. I'll just walk up a bit to say Alan's hitchhiking here. That's Production Road there. So somewhere in this vicinity. I'll go across the street, across Grand Junction onto the southern side and get a perspective from there. So we're on Grand Junction Road, now on the opposite side, on the southern side of Grand Junction Road. So Alan would have been walking along, hitchhiking along, I assume, would have obviously would have been on the northern side of Grand Junction Road. And that is Production Road. So Alan would have been walking along there around this vicinity, and Von Einem would have pulled up. Alan would have got in the car, and unfortunately that was that. That was on Sunday afternoon, June the 17th, 1979. As I said, this is the Mansfield Park Hotel. So I was in this general vicinity. This is the South Para Reservoir bridge. It was on this bridge that the body of Alan Barnes was thrown off, and he was discovered beneath this bridge on Sunday afternoon, June the 24th, 1979. Let's wait for these cars to pass and we can have a look. So Von Einem, and if he was with anyone else, would have driven up here, parked his car in this general location. Saturday morning, June 23rd, 1979. His body found about a day later. Probably about this location, perhaps. His body was found around here, in this general location. That's the old bridge, and when the reservoir is full, all this is underwater. So Von Einem would have assumed that the reservoir was full, and would have thought Alan was going to be dropped into water, but as you see, it is when the reservoir is low, this is all exposed, and that's how Alan's body was found. So this direction is coming from the city. This is the South Para Reservoir. So the car would have pulled up in this direction. This is on the Book to Williamstown Road. Probably parked around here somewhere. And Alan's body dropped in that general location. Let's get another perspective over the other side of the road. So yeah, the car would have come down here. That's facing south. Pulled up here. And yeah, this would have been in the middle of the night, and Alan would have been thrown over the bridge. So this is the South Para Reservoir bridge here at the South Para Reservoir. Now we'll go underneath the bridge and see where Alan's body was found. This is the South Para Reservoir bridge. I'm on the grounds of the bridge inside the reservoir. This is the bridge Alan Barnes was dropped off in June 1979. Now it's more difficult these days to get inside the reservoir grounds. You've got to do a fair bit of walking, but I assume in June 1979 the people who found Alan's body may have come down this way, or they may have come on the other side of the bridge. But this is the South Para Reservoir bridge. This is the old bridge underneath it, which is exposed when the reservoir is low, as it is today obviously. When the reservoir is much fuller, all this area I'm walking here is underwater. So it's most likely Alan's body was found around here. In this vicinity here. Alan's body was probably dropped in this location, and you would assume his body landed in this vicinity. Now, he was found here on Sunday afternoon, June 24th, 1979. And his body would have landed in this general location. Of course, von Einem, and if he was assisted by anyone, they would have assumed they were dropping Alan into the water of the reservoir. We can make that assumption. Of course, it was June, so you'd think the reservoir would have been full enough, but in June 1979, the reservoir was still low capacity, and all this area was exposed. As I said, this area is underwater when the reservoir fills up. So they would have assumed there was water, but Alan, of course, didn't land in water. He landed on the surface here, where he was found probably not long after he was thrown off the bridge. It's most likely he was thrown off the bridge at around sometime during the night of Friday night, Saturday morning, June 22nd, 23rd, 1979. And his body was found on Sunday afternoon, June 24th. So his body had probably lain here a bit over 24 hours when he was discovered. And that's the site where his body was thrown. So this is the new bridge, the South Para Reservoir Bridge. Underwater where I'm walking right now. Danger kick-off. The bridge arrived again. So here's another angle of the bridge and where Alan was thrown off. That vicinity there. The South Para Reservoir Bridge. As you can see, the reservoir is only very low, as it always is after the long, hot, dry summers. So it's a pretty busy road up there. Of course, it would have been the middle of the night when the car stopped and threw Alan over. So they would have had to been quick about it. Let's go under the bridge and have a little perspective from there. We're under the South Para Reservoir Bridge. Alan's body would have landed in this vicinity. So if you come back in 6 months from probably today, this will probably be underwater, depending how much rain we get during the winter, of course. Once more, Alan was thrown from the bridge and onto here, the South Para Reservoir bridge. Welcome to Enfield Memorial Park. This is the final resting place of Alan Barnes. To find Alan's grave site, you come in on, this is Browning Street, and come in through this entry here to the Enfield Memorial Park. And Alan's grave it faces on Browning Street, so we'll go and have a look. So this is we're inside Enfield Memorial Park. We're looking for Alan Barnes's final resting place, which, if my memory serves me correct, is towards the back here, along the fence with Browning Street. Trying to remember the spot. I think it's somewhere down here. Here we are. I found it. This is the last resting place of Alan Barnes. It's a bit hard to read at the moment. Tied it up a bit. Sure you can read that. This is the gravesite of Alan Barnes. A bit hard to read in the sun. Alan Barnes Spook. Spook was Alan's nickname. June 21, 1962, June 22nd, 1979. As you can see, he had just turned 17 when he was murdered. Victim of man's inhumanity to man. How true that is. And John Thomas, I think that's Alan's father. And a little subscription down here. Yeah, so this is the final resting place of Alan Barnes here at the Enfield Memorial Park. So if you want to come and pay your respects, come along Warwick Road and you'll see an entrance to the Enfield Cemetery. And it's just right next to it, and this is it. So that is that. Rest in peace, Alan.